What's up? How y'all doing? My name is Heaven. I want to do some live readings. You can get to know me as I get to know you, kind of deal. But I'm here. We live. And we're going to see what kind of messages we can get from the spirit realm today. From my spirit, bringing me enlightenment. How can I help the beautiful souls watching this live stream in this present moment? Thank you for bringing me clarity. You might be feeling unheard lately. Like the energy you've been putting out isn't being reciprocated. But you don't really seek that. That's not why you do what you do. You're strong enough to give without really expecting anything in return. But in the way that you're expanding, you're recognizing where boundaries are necessary, because there are people who will hurt you for having the things that you have because they don't have it. And if you don't set boundaries, you easily let these people in, and they take from you because you willingly give, because you're such a kind-hearted person, but you don't realize that what they're taking from you is more than material. It's literally taking parts of yourself, because when you're in an energy that doesn't fulfill you in any way, it starts to become superficial. You start to see that it's just surface. There is nothing deeper. And the more you hang on to that relationship, the more it takes you to try and convince yourself that this relationship is something deeper, and to second guess yourself. And it puts you in a state of confusion, because you're trying to fit this energy into your perspective of how you want them to be, and they're not that. They're only surface level. They're superficial. There's no realness to them. Excuse me. No deepness. And you feel suffocated by them. You feel like there might be a lot of those kind of relationships in your life. You feel suffocated, but you're in control of that. I just want you to know you are in control of that. So the more you let go of expectations you have for people, expectations you have for yourself, just expectations people have for you, the more you let go of labels, boxes, expectations, like, those are just limits. Those are just ways to limit you from your true potential, from really figuring out who the hell you are, and to make you feel confused about the things that you might be sure of. So it's time to let yourself, the way you step into a power is to kind of just dive in. Like, most of us learn how to swim that way. Just jump in the water and start seeing what works. And that's kind of what you got to do. Don't feel so trapped and hesitant in making a first move because you're scared that first move is going to be a mistake. You're probably going to make mistakes. That happens. But you only make mistakes so you can know what to do better the next time. So allow yourself the opportunity to dive in, because if it's something that's meant for you, if something you're passionate about, nothing is going to deter you from that. And you probably know that by now. Life has shown you that, yes, we're going to put all these obstacles in your way, but at the end of the day, if you still choose this simply because you're passionate about it, this is what is meant for you. What is that? Groom yourself. You know, kind of like pick out spiritually and physically, pick out the things in your life that just don't belong in what you're trying to present and what you know, are trying to create for your reality. Don't settle. Don't be lazy about it either, because laziness is low vibrational. Laziness is what they call the devil. And if you get an urge to do something that you have desired to do for a while, and you're just like, you know, I really want to do this, don't start to immediately doubt all the ways that you can't do this. Tap in to victory over doubt, victory over doubt, victory over doubt, because once you start that, the light overshadows any dark feelings, emotions, and thoughts that you're having, and it'll show you, well, no, like, my life does kind of work like this. Things do kind of happen this way. You know, this, when I want this, I get this. You know, that's because you put a lot of passion and energy behind wanting it. So when you do that and then you actually believe that you're going to get it, that's when it just comes. It's attracted to you as you are attracted to it. So you just come and meet in the middle. That's when you receive. That's called receiving. And so right now there's an eclipse coming, an alignment that is, it's going to be a lot of ego deaths. I've been getting that a lot lately. A lot of, just a lot of death. So prepare yourself. But it's nothing to be afraid of. Those who are meant to transition, they know that they are transitioning in this time. Subconsciously, it might not be conscious, because if we're not in tune with that parts of ourselves, we miss it. We miss the signs that tell us to prepare, to get ready for what's happening. So if you're watching this, you definitely want to start paying attention to the signs in your life. Start listening to the people around you, listening to your own thoughts, trying to, you know, really write down your dreams if you remember them. Because if you remember your dreams, it's very important that there are messages there concerning what's coming for you. Nobody else can really tell you what's coming for you, because, I mean, we can try and connect you, help you connect dots and confirmations and bring you some enlightenment to figure out what your own feelings have been telling you, but only you know what's coming for you, because you planned it. You know what's coming, and the signs are just the signs and clues that you left for yourself. And if you're in tune with your honorable ancestors, they are willing to help and guide you, because, you know, they can see a bigger perspective of everything, because they've lived similar experiences. So when you tap into that, it's like tapping into your avatars. They went through the same type of experiences, not the same life, but they can help you and guide you in a way that's like, you know, this is what I did in this situation. And this is what I know, because I'm an ascended master, that, you know, there's a few different ways this could go, and we can talk about it, we can discuss it. That's how you make plans, and that's how you are 10 steps ahead of yourself, because you are in tune with all that you are. You know that you're not just physical, you're also spiritual, you're mathematical, you're a makeup of a lot of complexities, but your brain is complex enough to grasp that complexity. So if you allow yourself this opportunity for these deaths that's coming to bring you, to open your mind, expand your mind beyond sadness and guilt and blame, you have to get those feelings out. So get them out. Do not repress them. Get those feelings out, because once you get them out, then you can start to be open to receive present reality. You're able to let go of the past and thoughts of the future, plans for the future that you really have no control over. You can't control anybody else's future. You can only control yours. And that's by being present in the present reality you're in right now, being present in this moment, not back in the past, not stuck and trapped in ways that you held it in. You wasn't able to express yourself then, so you holding it in now, and it's like you feel like it's too late to express yourself. No, that needs to come out. It has to come out at some point. It always has to come out. So let it come out now, because if you do that through grief, let grief be your opportunity for expression. Be creative, like do the things that your heart desires to do. Don't be so logical and practical, because death is not logical or practical sometimes. Sometimes it just is. And so you have to think that way too. I just need to be, this just is, so let me just do. Let me just, and it's hard to get there when you, it took death for me to get there and to accept the death, not just the death itself. I had to accept the death. I had to stop, have this mindset that every time I think of this person, I'm sad that my plans of them being at this certain time in my life is not going to happen, and now I'm just sad. Well, write that down. Express that in some way, because you have to get it out. And once you get it out, it's like your mind just kind of just like, boom, like it opens a little bit more. It's like pressure comes down. It's like you hear angels singing. It's like, ah, and you start to feel things in a different way because you've experienced death. It's deep. And most of you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, learn how to ground yourself. You probably already know how to, your favorite place outdoors. You probably already love the beach or something like that, but those are the places you need to be. If you haven't been there in a while, you need to ground yourself. You need to be in that state of zen that you can find in those natural energies and within yourself. When you're in those spaces, it feels like a refuge. And don't shut down, Let your voice be heard. Let your thoughts be known. Communicate. Communicate now. Start now before the death starts happening. Start now, because you really never know where it's going to come from, who it's going to be. You can guess all day, but when it happens, you're still shocked. You can know, but then when it happens, it's still damn, like this really hurts, because it's a transition, and transitions hurt. Growing pains hurt. So is there anything else we can use in this present moment to bring us clarity and enlightenment? 5 of Wands. If you've been doubting yourself in any way, now is the time to trust in yourself. Just trust yourself.